What's up, everybody? The midnight stream. Gonna do this week for Aries through Virgo. Watch your rising sign for the astrology portion. So let's get into it. Let's kick it off with some boops for Aries. Boop, 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 boop. So Aries rising, Mercury opposed Pluto. Like this has been crazy. We've been having we have 4 consecutive weeks where all the big deal stuff happens on a Monday. And this week is no different. Mercury opposed Pluto. It perfected its opposition to Pluto. That's pretty intense. Big psychological downloads, like big changes, big cognitive downloads. For you, Aries rising, this occurred between your 4th house of home, family, emotions, foundations, and career, your outer life. So your inner life and your outer life. Big shifts going on here. Some of you, there's weird, intense dynamics with family members or lovers, people from your past, or, people you're dating. Some of you, kids, if you have them, creative projects. There could be all kinds of weird stuff going on there. But that's some intense dynamics, intense downloads, intense things to think about in regards to your basic foundations in life, and also emotions as well. So there's that. And then Mars entered your 6th house, entered Virgo. So you could be gearing up for a period of hard work, self-improvement, healing. And there's a focus on crisis and crisis prevention. Worst case scenario for Mars in Virgo, just collectively in general, is it's really good at seeing the flaws in things. That could be nitpicky, critical, a little bit agitated, especially since it will oppose Saturn. And for you, this is happening in your mental and physical health axis. So your 6th and your 12th house of recovery, healing. So it's a little bit stressful. Mars in Virgo is kind of like the cosmic Roomba coming in to clean up the mess in everybody's lives. And Mercury also entered Leo after it opposed Pluto, and that's your 5th house, to highlight your 5th house. So some of you will be reevaluating relationships to lovers, kids, if you have them, creative projects, self-expression, confidence, self-esteem. There's going to be some major reevaluations going on here, because this is where Venus is going to retrograde. Mercury's entering here. So there will be like an increasing focus as the weeks go on relationship dynamics, values, your desires, what's important to you, your relationships with others, kids, lovers, and how you enjoy yourself, like what you do to enjoy yourself can be under reevaluation. But for everybody across the board, it's kind of how you relate to others, who you let in, who you don't, things like that. And at the end of the week, we see a Sun sextile Uranus perfect between your 4th house of home and family and your 2nd house. So, necessity is the mother of invention. So any difficulties that you experience, with others, or, any sort of inconvenient truths that may arise here, because that is something that Mercury opposite Pluto can bring up, is, some uncomfortable truths, things that people inevitably kind of have to deal with and face or simply accept. But the Sun sextile Uranus is very inventive, very much, expect the unexpected, thinking on your toes, innovating, being adaptable and flexible. So that's kind of what this is all about, and a lot of people will experience maybe some, inconvenient truths, or just harsh realities, or just difficulties, blockages, or challenges that require innovation, thinking on your feet. It's not going to be bad, for everybody, but there are challenges indicated in these maths, especially with Mars, opposing Saturn, so there are some challenges, maybe even some blockages in communications can come up for people, sensitive communications, like It's definitely going to be wise for people to think before they speak, you know, this week. And Aries rising, some of you could be feeling kind of sensitive, you know, to certain dynamics or things going on, but endeavoring to keep things light, keep things fresh, and keep things positive. Because you do have a nice fifth house influence going on there. I don't know what happened to my light. It's being all weird, fam. I gotta like figure this out. What is going on with this light? It's like wigging out. Okay, I got it on. So weird. Okay, it only wants to be green or yellow. This light has a mind of its own. There we go. All right. We're back. We're back. So yeah, streaming kind of late tonight, but it is what it is. It's just in flow. Because these Mondays have been something else. It's just so much for everybody to take in, and it's just back to back, one thing after the other. So that's what we're looking at for you, Aries rising. There's definitely a focus on home, family, emotions. Some of you are coming up with new ideas to make money or to increase self-worth, self-esteem, security, your bottom line. You could be very motivated to work hard or just it's kind of a get it together vibe, but there could be a lot of pressure on people, and it's going to be really important for people to not let the burdens or the challenges that they're confronting drain their morale. And there's a potential there for misunderstandings as well, or people can be very hasty. It's kind of a spicy landscape. It's very weird. It's definitely, you know, bizarre. A lot of people have been under a lot of pressure from a lot of different angles. There's a lot going on. And for you, Aries, now that you've got your 6th and 12th house axis lit up, that's kind of challenging. Some of you are doing a lot behind the scenes, getting things together, and endeavoring to kind of do some deep healing or recovery or balance your work, your family life. But yeah, let's get into the cards, Aries. Let's see what comes out for you this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Stellium, all placements. Messages for Aries. One more shuffle. Hope everybody is doing well. It's like Mondays are just so emphasized. It's like the universe is like, get it together. So yeah, there could be some reality checks for people in certain regards, but you know, the trick is just stay flexible, stay innovative. Innovate, adapt, overcome is really emphasized, and necessity is a mother of invention, also emphasized. So yeah, some of you are wrapping up a phase where you were more relaxed, taking it easy, enjoying life, and kicking off a more like regimented or hardworking period where you're like really getting down to the nitty gritty of something. You could feel kind of under pressure at times. Maybe even kind of drained, but overall, things are looking good. The Mercury-Pluto opposition was intense because we're never going to see this aspect again, like in our lifetime. So it's a pretty big download. All right, Aries, what do you have going on this week? Let's see what comes out for you. I don't expect to see anybody in here tonight because it's just another manic Monday. It's actually technically Tuesday now. It's witching hour, 12:19 a.m. over here on the West Coast. All right, Aries, let's see what comes out for you. Whoa. Some of you are feeling done with something. Others of you are kind of down and out right now, or you're ending something, or there's a feeling of pain, loss, betrayal, endings, injury, illness. I don't know. 10 of Swords. There could be a bit of a crisis mode here. Maybe some feelings of betrayal, endings, loss, or just peak psychological or physical suffering. There is some regret here. With the Five of Cups, there's a bit of loss, disappointment, maybe some bereavement of some kind. But you're healing. So this is, you could be kind of on a long healing process here, or there's something that it's like the swords are falling out, but there is a bit of tenderness there. There's maybe a stalemate or an impasse between you and certain people. The world, wow. Some of this involves graduations, completions, or travel, long distance travel. Oh, wow. Nine of Swords. There's a lot of stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. Queen of Pentacles reverse. This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you haven't been feeling well, or there's been an imbalance between your work life and your family life. Hey, what's up? What is up? I'm here to hear you say this isn't everyone's reading. Thanks. All right, we have the Magician, Queen of Wands. So some of you are really trying to get back on your horse in some regard after maybe a lot, that has gone on. So let's see, at the base of your read, we have Sad Chonky Boy. So there's a bit of dissatisfaction here, a little bit of just like crying over, things that just focusing on the negatives in situations, or there's drain. You could feel drained emotionally right now. Your challenge, burden of dicks. Oh, Aries, you got a lot of work ahead of you. Some of you have a lot of work to do. You can feel burdened by closing something out, or buried in just solid duty here. That's a lot of dicks. Like that's a heavy load. Okay, Four of Cups reverse is driving this whole situation. Some of you feel like you missed an opportunity. Others of you, you're feeling a bit aloof to certain others, or something's caused an emotional reevaluation. Recent past, a boner. Okay, so there was something to be excited about in the recent past. Motivated, excited, new potential, new beginnings. Some of you, a new creative idea. Something inspired you in the recent past. So that's good to see. Crowning you, we have, you're trying to avoid conflict. Some of you, something has caused a little bit of sadness here. And it's also caused you to maybe reevaluate certain dynamics, interactions with certain others, whether it be like family members, kids, lovers, people in your social circle. I don't know. There's just some sort of conflict avoidance happening here. It's caused you to reevaluate your position, or the way that you maybe deal with certain others, or there's some sort of drama you're trying to avoid. Near future, we have the two fives in the reverse coming up in your reading. There could be a little bit of residual resentment here. In the near future, you could be kind of gritting your teeth, dealing with certain people, or you resent maybe the burden of some situation. You could feel kind of burdened here, a little bit drained this week, Aries. What's your approach? You do want stability, though. Some of you are returning home, or there's a homecoming here happening, or you're just trying to endeavor towards increased stability, celebration, harmony, stabilizing things, maybe like a return to stability here, or taking certain things to a better place in some regard. In your environment, we have the Judgment reverse. There could be someone here that's either refusing to examine themselves, or you're ignoring a person here, or there's something that you're refusing to acknowledge going on in your environment. Maybe for the sake of stability, I don't know. Or you're dealing with someone that is just kind of either not ready for something, not ready to deal with something, is doubting themselves, or is just being like, I don't know, just plain ignorant. I don't know, Aries. In your hopes and fears, we have the Emperor. This is your card, so it does look like you really want to get back in control of your life here this week. There's a huge motivation and drive to literally get back up on your horse again and establish control over your and create a solid foundation for yourself that feels sturdy, secure, kind of back in business here. Back in business. Outcome, we have Scared Bob. Okay, so 9 of Wands. So there's a lot of this. Your faith could be tested this week, or your life is kind of requiring a lot of resilience of you. You could feel a little bit tattered or frayed around the edges, a little bit guarded, but very determined and courageous, and persisting through a lot of obstacles this week. There's a lot of healing coming through in your reading. Some of you feel a little bit tender right now, a little bit drained emotionally or even physically. Let's clarify what this Ten of Wands is all about. Why is this here? The Page of Swords. So this is about communications. Some of you, this is communications with a friend, a child, someone younger than you, or news. Or you feel burdened by needing to get a lot of information. Some of you were dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or you just feel like you have a to-do list that is a mile long. Page of Swords. This is very talkative energy. You could be feeling a little bit restless in a situation also. Let's clarify why this Ten of Wands is here, please. Six of Wands reverse. Some of you feel like you've had you feel like a failure in a situation, or you feel like others are not acknowledging you, or you feel ignored. Just a lack of victory here in a situation. It looks like communications have kind of gone either awry or sour in some regard. It's a bit draining. It's a bit sad. It looks like your main concern here is avoiding confrontations, drama, arguments, because it just seems like draining here. Seems like your main concern is just establishing control over your life, over your environment, over your empire. Let's clarify your near future. Why is this Five of Swords reverse here? King of Pentacles reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Could we get one more? There could be some instability financially or physically here that you feel like you're kind of resentful of, or you're dealing with someone that you feel like is selfish, self-involved, self-gratifying. And then we have the Tower reverse. So there's a real avoidant energy coming through here for you this week, for whoever this is meant for. Some of you just feel like you need to avoid certain people right now, whether it's like friends, family members, lovers. I don't know what it is, but there's a little bit of resentment coming through here. Conflict avoidance, definitely. And a real big focus on just stabilizing things, maybe at home or in your life in general. It looks like there's a focus on autonomy here as well, with the Emperor in your hopes and fears. Let's clarify your approach this week, Aries. Justice. It seems like you want to get things back into balance and make things right, and maybe rectify some imbalances either between home and family or just in your life in general. You want to be fair. Your focus here is on, truth, fairness, ethical, like just balance. You could be trying to reestablish harmony in your life in general. Maybe even between yourself and others, and maybe that's why this is kind of a burden here. Maybe a communication issue is a bit of a burden. Some of you are worried you're just going to be ignored. Others of you... Oh, what is this? It's a Star. This is about healing. Some of you are burdened by either a healing process. Some of you, communications with an Aquarius of significance, a Sun, Moon, or Rising. Others of you, a hope, a dream, renewal. Establishing a sense of inner peace, serenity, and a connection to maybe your spirituality. Or just healing a situation here. Let's clarify why the Judgment reverse is in your environment this week. Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone very independent, fulfilled, comfortable, satisfied, happy, self-sufficient. Single and loving it type of energy. This is someone you're either ignoring, or this is someone you feel like is ignoring you this week. Let me clarify this. Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. So whoever this is, they're very hardworking. There's someone coming through that's very hardworking. They're very flush. They just throw themselves into their work. Some of them use work as an escape. Other, maybe like to ignore it. Why is Judgment reversed here? Clarify Judgment reverse. Someone could use work as an escape to deal with unpleasant situations. Why is Judgment reverse? Yeah, wow. Queen of Pentacles reverse. So there's either some kind of instability, a health issue, or something else, like an imbalance between home and family, work and family coming through here. We have a couple coming through, King and Queen of Pentacles, but they're both in the reverse. So there's the kind of an energy of both you and someone sort of cloistered off doing your own things. It's a bit mistrustful coming through too. There's a mistrustful energy here. And just kind of your backs are turned to each other. You're both like, somebody here just works all the time. I don't know. Let's clarify this outcome. Why is Scared Bob here in this outcome? It's just, some of you want to give something one last try, or you're just kind of at the end of a road in a situation and trying to push through for some breakthroughs. And it's taking a lot of resilience. I just saw the Temperance. It just flew out. The Sagittarius energy doubled here, because 9 of Wands also represents Sagittarius. Second decan of Sagittarius. Let's clarify this outcome, please, for Aries this week. 5 of Pentacles. Some of you are really kind of going through it on a struggle bus here. You could feel isolated, a little bit shut out. There's a lot of worry here. You could be worried about financial loss, or just feeling kind of alienated from others, or on your own, or you feel out in the cold with certain people here. There could be some sadness. What is this? Some of you are just literally, you're trying to push through some kind of struggle bus or healing or recovery process with the star here. Or I don't know. I feel like you're really trying to establish control over your life in general, and control over a situation. What is the 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands? 8 of Swords. Some of you feel trapped in your head. You feel isolated in this outcome. A little bit of isolated, restricted. It's a self-imposed imprisonment. You could feel stuck on something. You could be having kind of, there's like a lot of defenses here with Scared Bob. And a lot of kind of poverty consciousness, like negative thinking. So do pay attention to your attitude this week. It's going to be very important to pay attention to the quality and vibration of your own thought. Let me clarify your approach. 2 of Swords. Okay, some of you are trying to ignore certain people and just focus on yourself and your stability. You could have some indecision. Some of you want to make a truce with certain others. What is this? The Sun. So you're really, this is enlightened self-interest. You're focused on fun, warmth, positivity, getting your vitality back, and keeping things super positive as well. And wow, yeah, Empress, you're really trying to feel yourself here. Let's clarify these people in your environment and then close this out for Aries. We have Queen of Swords. So there is someone here that gives good advice, or is very rational. This is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's a very independent, perceptive person, but they're not the most like emotional. They're kind of cool, aloof, detached, but they're very rational. They're very discerning. There is someone coming through that works a lot or throws themselves into their work as a sort of escape mechanism. What is Aries' relationship to this person? You've stopped talking. This is someone you've ceased communications with. You're experiencing some frustrations in a certain dynamic this week, or a lack of communications. It looks like you're ignoring certain issues in order to reestablish this harmony, stability. Why is this outcome what it is this week for Aries? Can we clarify what this means for Aries this week? 6 of Pentacles reversed. Some of you feel a little bit ripped off. Or like there's been something is one-sided. You just feel shut out, ripped off. But this could all be like perceptual. Because there's a lot of defensiveness here and a sort of myopic mindset. Or it could be circumstances. You could just feel kind of down and out, or trapped, or stuck in a situation that's got you feeling trapped. Oh wow, 10 of Cups. This could be a family situation. Some of you, there's family dynamics that are weird, or this involves a marriage, alignment of values with certain others, a dream, and you could feel a little bit stuck in your head, stuck on something, trapped, maybe even a bit defensive, and not having a lot of faith in certain people or situations. We have the star here as in your challenge position. Clarify the star. The high priestess. So this is about intuition, higher powers. You know, this is tuning into like seeing beyond the veil here. And spirituality as well. Some of you want to increase your spiritual like your spirituality in some way. What is this? This could also be a quiet or secretive person, or someone that you're not speaking with. Clarify the high priestess and the star. You feel back to the drawing board in some regard, and it looks like you just feel maybe either left to your own devices or stuck with like maybe either quietness due to a lack of communication. But it looks like some of you are deliberately ignoring certain people or situations right now in order to just narrow your focus. And if that's what you have to do this week, that's what you have to do. But do be careful to pay attention to the quality of your thoughts, you know, and try not to think the worst of people or situations. Try not to give too much credence to every negative or critical thing that comes up in your mind about other people, their intentions, their motives. Like, try not to think the worst of everything and everyone, you know. Like, keep your chin up, in other words. Like, do simplify things for yourself if that's what you need to do, you know, in order to get back on your horse or reestablish control over a situation or your life. But, you know, try not to get stuck thinking in a certain, like, don't get stuck in a pain loop, you know, in other words. I'm going to leave it there, Aries. I hope you have a beautiful week. We're going to move on to T-Dog. But yeah, the Mars-Saturn opposition, you know, it's definitely like, there's some challenging energy in regards to that. You know, it's going to be real important for people to try and focus on what they can control. Focus on positivity. You know, don't feed the monster, in other words. Let's move on to T-Dog. All right. Taurus rising, you've experienced the Mercury-Pluto opposition perfecting that we are never going to experience again in our lifetimes, between your 3rd and your 9th houses of communication, thoughts, talk, learning, travel, study, philosophy, religion, beliefs, opinions. Some of you are, you know, I guess there's been some major downloads as far as conversations go, maybe even learning endeavors, things that you are studying. There could be some huge turning points and breakthroughs happening here as far as information coming to light, truths you're being confronted with about certain people or situations. Mars entered Virgo, your 5th house, of creativity, sex, parties, fun, kids if you have them, taking it easy, enjoying life a little bit, living it up, you know. And it's going to oppose Saturn in your 11th house of friendships. So there could be some awkward dynamics to navigate as far as group situations go, or just friends, you know, friend dynamics. Maybe clashes with certain friends, or even between certain friends, or just navigating some social kerfuffles and dramas, or this involves being very driven, very motivated about social networking groups, even social media, or creative expression somehow. Mercury entered Leo, your 4th house of home, family, emotions, the past, foundations. So there could be some increasing focus on this area, and some of you you'll be reevaluating maybe certain family dynamics, or even what makes you feel secure and who you let into your inner sanctum, you know, and what you hang on to as well, and, you know, how deep you could really go with certain people, or how established certain roots really can be. This can all be up for reevaluation. Some of you, it's simply a home situation, like a living situation where you live. Others of you, it's straight up family dynamics, or dealings with the mother or father, the past. And then the sun at the end of the week perfects a sextile to Uranus between your 3rd house and your 1st house. So necessity being the mother of invention, any sort of uncomfortable or difficult or challenging blockages or truths that you have to confront or deal with, there are solutions, you know, and those solutions lie within your ability to be creative, adaptable, and flexible. And so you could be coming up with new ideas and new ways to establish either autonomy or more independence for yourself, or freeing yourself from the burden of certain stressful dynamics, things that just sort of bring you down, you know, or get in the way of your ability to flow freely and express yourself, or, you know, move about freely socially as you would like to. Some of you, there's been a focus on communications, thought, talk, travel, higher learning, study, or people and places at a distance, or maybe some disagreements between yourself and certain others due to just differences in temperament, backgrounds, language, philosophy, religion, politics. You know, it's going to be different for all of you, but there's a huge focus on that. And I mean, this Mercury Pluto opposition is no joke. It's final. You know, it's like there's some really kind of just unavoidable realities coming up for people that are just undeniable, that do require quick thinking and adaptability. So we're going to see a lot of, you know, expect the unexpected this week. People may not act how you expect it, how you think they will. You know, things can just be very up and down. So everyone's going to need to be adaptable to change. But yeah, there could be some weird stuff going on as far as creative projects, self-expression, kids, fun, parties, and friendships. Or maybe competitive, weird social situations for some of you, or tension, you know, socially, or things like that. Tension between maybe lovers and friends for some of you. It's going to be different for all of you, but let's get into the cards and see what comes out for T-Dog, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium. Others of you will just be really motivated. If you guys have kids, you know, you'll be really inspired and motivated in that regard to see them, you know, learn and grow and all of that. But yeah, with the huge focus on family for you, Taurus rising, because that's where Venus is going to go retrograde in your 4th house. There will be a lot to reevaluate here as far as your homestead, your nest, your root system, your little hobbit hole goes. Some of you, this comes down to how much you can actually rely upon certain family members or living situations or emotional attachments. Some of you may be wanting to get more independence from certain family members as well, or from certain living situations as time goes on. So pretty interesting stuff going on there for Taurus rising. All right, let's see what comes out for our Taurus all placements this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium. Let's get some messages for T-Dog all placements. What's up, Reese Ford? And Jasmine Ski. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And what's up, of Light and Dark? Good to see you, everybody. All right, T-Dog, what do you got going on this week? Let's get some messages for Taurus. All placements. See what comes out. 5 of Swords. Damn, did somebody like... This is like feeling loss, betrayal, conflict, tension, maybe just a sense of defeat, or somebody is like trying to win at all costs, or someone is driving something into a tree, like very literally just self-sabotaging. 5 of Swords, very cutthroat. World reverse. There's some loose ends around a situation. You know, maybe there's loose ends dangling, things to tie up, and then we have Hierophant reverse, doing things differently. So this is your own card at the bottom of the deck here. Some of you are challenging the status quo or changing things up, doing things differently, challenging tradition, maybe breaking or bending a commitment, breaking the law. What's under this? Queen of Cups reverse. Someone's either emotionally unavailable or codependent or emotionally insecure here. 6 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. This could be a family situation. Some of you tried to give to others or tried to get on the same page with certain others, and it just turned into a burden. Maybe there's an impasse or a stalemate. Communications. Some of you are you've been hoping that something or someone will heal or come around, or I don't know. That's weird. Certain communications coming through that are highlighted here. We do have the Hierophant reverse at the base of your reading. So heartbeat, we have the Four of Wands. So this could be homecomings, family situations, gatherings, celebrations, harmony. A focus here on home, marriage, community, you know, people being happy and stable in their little hobbit village. What's your challenge? So 2 4s, a lot of focus on 4 here, stability, which is funny because that's where Taurus rising is going to be hosting the Venus retrograde, and Mercury just entered your 4th house. So your challenge here is checking out of a situation, maybe knowing when enough is enough, or just getting enough rest. Maybe for some of you, maybe getting enough rest this week is kind of a challenge. Maybe just recovering and checking out of a situation. What's driving this? It's a waste of time. So 7 of Pentacles reverse. Some of you feel like a sense of limited success or reward here in a situation. Like there's something that's got you kind of like seeing something maybe as a waste of time. Recent past, we have a blockage here. Someone was either resistant to something, or there was distance involved, or there was somebody just dealing with like external forces just out of their control, a patch of like shitty occurrences or bad luck, you know, that type of thing. Some blockages, delays, challenging you. Okay, 6 of Cups reverse. There's something here that's maybe triggering a bad memory, maybe a bad childhood memory, or maybe there's family situations or dynamics that are coming up here that are leaving a sort of bad taste in your mouth, or making it hard for you to be emotionally present for someone, or you're dealing with someone that's like this. Near future, 4 of Cups reverse. So something is a cause for emotional reevaluation this week. Maybe returning to something or someone you'd previously walked away from. What's your approach? Whoa, T-Dog, the devil. So Capricorn energy, sun, moon, or rising. Some of you are feeling either trapped, bound to something, or tempted, or extremely compelled, or extremely focused, or obsessed with something or someone. It's very driven. There's something here that maybe you're fixated on, tempted by, or something else going on. We'll have to clarify that. In your environment, we have the Empress reverse. So this is either somebody, this is a mother figure. Others of you, this is someone that's in like they're not very nurturing, caring, or feeding into a situation, or conversely, this person is like smothering, controlling, or excessively dependent on others right now, or just not nurturing a situation. In your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Pentacles reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, outcome, 9 of Swords. So do try to okay, well, this is like depression, nightmares, intense anxiety, possible despair. So do try to keep a positive outlook this week, Taurus. I don't know what it is that you're dealing with this week. We do have something like, it's either, I don't know, a bending or breaking of a commitment, or a need to just simply do something completely differently or go your own way. Let's clarify why the 4 of Swords is your challenge. Some of you you're challenged to get enough rest, or some of you, even your sleeping habits are challenged this week a little bit, or there's a need here. There's an extra emphasis for you this week to focus on mental peace, meditation, you know, making sure to give yourself enough quiet time to reflect, rest, recover, rehabilitate. Let's clarify this 4 of Swords. Why is this? Or someone you're dealing with is completely checked out of a situation, recovering and resting. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. This is slow, stable progress. It's going to be important for you to maintain commitment, efficiency, stick to a routine, and hang in there and keep on, you know, showing up and doing the damn thing, and just maintain your stability, but also your peace of mind. Like, keep your feet on the ground this week. Let me clarify your approach. The Devil. Knight of Swords. All right, this is communications. Like, there could be a lot of heavy opinions, hasty action. Some of you are afraid to communicate with someone, so you're running away. Others of you are really communicating, maybe excessively, but maybe you're saying things that you don't mean, or you're speaking out of haste, or you're obsessed with communicating with someone, or you're communicating certain opinions. You're like obsessed with, I don't know, convincing somebody of something. What is this? Or you're just doing an excessive amount of running around. What is this? Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. So this is, some of you are really trying to get your point across to somebody this week. You're having to be really perceptive, on your toes, quick thinking, organized, and discerning as well. So, but some of you are really obsessed with getting your point across. Let me clarify the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Wow, this is boundaries. You're creating boundaries. Some of you are releasing a sense of like beholdenness. You could even be challenging the status quo in a situation, whether it regards a family or relationship situation. It's kind of like you're drawing some lines in the sand here with either how much you will deal with. Let me clarify the Empress reverse. In your environment. Happy chonky boy. Somebody here is completely satisfied. They're feeling happy, satisfied. Some of them are kind of a little bit even sort of smug. Why is the Empress reverse? The Page of Swords. This is weird. Somebody here maybe communicated either a sense of like, there's definitely communications going down here. Oh wow. This person, some of you, this person was cold to you, or made it a point to kind of show you that they were withdrawing their emotional support, or it's almost like they made a point. Some of them even derived a little bit of happiness or satisfaction out of communicating that they kind of don't care. This is not everyone's reading. There we go. I said it, you guys. Let's clarify this outcome. Why is the Nine of Swords here? This is kind of like sleepless nights, insomnia, worry, anxiety. Let's clarify this outcome. Some of you are worried that you're going to be left with like feeling trust issues, or you're worried about someone else's trust issues, or you're worried about someone's physical health and well-being, or mental health and well-being. There could be someone coming through that's not well with the Empress reverse here. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Communication. This is something somebody's saying to you in haste. Some of you, this involves travel, air travel, or just like haste, speed, hasty communications. Like someone here is either stressing you out, Taurus, because of something that they're saying to you in haste, or communications are really bugging you out, or maybe things are happening like too quickly and you need things to slow down. Let's clarify this outcome per T-Dog. What does this mean? 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords. This is a work situation for some of you. Some of you, this is too much work. You could feel taxed, like your nerves are kind of like a little bit frayed around the edges, or you feel like you have a lot of work to do, and it's or things are happening very quickly, or you're trying to fix communications. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles. The Chariot. This involves travel. Some of you, it involves a work situation that you have to travel, or you're trying to fix communications between you and someone at a distance. Possibly a family member. For some of you, the Chariot here, it's Cancerian energy. And that is your third house. Cancer is your third house, Taurus rising, of communications. Short distance travel, siblings, neighbors, and the like. You may need to innovate here around something here. Let me clarify the Chariot. Some of you are stressed about a travel situation, either eventually or you be dealing with a Cancer. Okay, you're trying to overcome disappointment. You're trying to accept, move on, and forgive someone, maybe for something that they've said or the way that they've behaved. Something's really got under your skin here with the Devil. Let me clarify your approach. You don't want to talk to this person anymore. Some of you are limiting communications with a particular individual, possibly you and someone, you and a spouse, or you and a friend, or you and a sibling. I don't know. It's just you and someone. It's like there's boundaries being laid down here. You've limited communications with a certain person. Let me clarify this environment. Why is the Empress reverse? Six of Pentacles. And the Magician reverse. This is really weird. Some of you, someone like it's almost like they put their hand out in sort of a kind or giving way, and then they take it, they give it, and they take it away, or there's something going on here that's weird or manipulative or just really, you know, backwards Mercury energy, you know, like something's fucky there. It's like something's not right about that. It's like it's really weird. That's not going to be everyone's story, man. You feel back to the drawing board with this person, or you. Some of you didn't even see this coming, or they didn't see something coming, or there's just somebody doesn't think, they don't, okay. Someone's it's like their wits are not about them right now, or they don't, some of them are even lonely. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like someone's being kind of thoughtless here. This is not everyone's reading, but it looks like you're in the outcome. You're really doing your best to try and just let this go, you know, and some of you, this really got to you, or this is really getting to you, and you're doing your best to just move on from it and carry on, because you can only do so much. Some of you are dealing with someone that just is not thinking clearly. I just saw the Hierophant reverse. Let me clarify the near future for T-Dog. What's this Four of Cups reverse? Something's definitely causing emotional reevaluation in the near future here. A lot of fours coming up in your reading. Yeah, Queen of Wands reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could be dealing with someone with these sign placements, or something causes you to pull your energy back, or others of you are dealing with someone that's being shy or aggressive or demanding, or just, I don't know, what is this? Four of Cups reverse. Four of Pentacles reverse. You abandoned me. Some of you need to, like, you feel like you need to protect yourself for some reason. That's a lot of fours. So there's like four fours. So there's a lot of focus on stability, structure, home, family, situations, maybe dynamics. It looks like you and someone are distancing yourself from certain people. Some of you are also dreading like maybe a travel situation, visiting someone, seeing someone, talking to them again. It looks like you're trying to accept, move on, and let something be water under the bridge. Let me clarify this person in your environment. Ace of Cups reverse. This person's got their heart chakra is blocked right now, or they're repressing a lot of emotions, or they're actually really sad. Somebody's just not, it's either they're not acting themselves, or they're unable to reflect on what is causing them to, this is some of you work with this person, or you've been trying to build a bridge with this person, or you. This could be a few different people. Three of Pentacles. A High Priestess. Okay. There is someone coming through that's very wise. They may not say much, but they're intuitive. Two of Swords. Okay. There's definitely like an impasse here, a stalemate. Someone is also very emotionally blocked. Three of Cups reverse. There's some kind of disunity between you and others. What I am seeing is you're trying to just let this go, forgive, move on, you know, and just take control over the things you have control over. It looks like your challenge this week, Taurus, is just sticking to things that you can control, what's right in front of you. Showing up, doing the damn thing, keeping your routines, you know, sufficient, and not letting any of whatever this is destabilize you in any way. And just staying, allowing yourself also mental peace. You know, don't let this eat at you, in other words. Four of Swords being your challenge. Like, just kind of check out of whatever this is. It does look like you've limited your communication with certain individuals right now, or like a particular person. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. I hope you have a beautiful week. Keep your chin up. We're going to move on to G-Dog, but first I'm going to take a quick bathroom break.
What is this you're giving them? Is it candy?
It is some
dope for their smoking.
Awesome dope for the
Yeah, they are sadhus, they smoke dope.
All my music is mislabeled. No, I don't know what happened. I gotta like figure out what's going on there. It's probably the same issue as it was last week when I changed my theme song, where it's like, hopefully it's not two songs playing out at the same time in this like gross hodgepodge. I can only imagine what it sounds like on you guys' end. I have no idea. But they're all my songs are mislabeled. I clicked on a song of mine called Words on a Paper Bag, and like that song played, so something is all messed up. Something is all messed up. We are up to Gemini, marry the Aries. So G-Dog. Gemini rising. You experienced the Mercury-Pluto opposition that we will never again experience in our lifetime between your second house and your eighth house. So this was probably pretty intense for you. Some of you, this involved financial dealings with others, intimate involvements, money, finances, and intimate personal enmeshments. Pluto being in the 29th degree of your eighth house. I mean, that's pretty intense. The eighth house is where we become very vulnerable with others. We really let others in and deeply know us. And we also deeply know others as well. So there's maybe some intensity here between yourself and others. And some of you, had some huge, maybe like wake up calls or downloads that were just kind of some uncomfortable truths about maybe what you're giving to a situation or getting out of it. Maybe dealing with others, going through very intense processes or situations, life-changing stuff that, is kind of fated or is just unavoidable, inevitable stuff. Eighth house issues, sex, death, other people's money, huge transformations. But yeah, that's huge. And then Mars moved into your fourth house of home, family, emotions, endings, the past, where you live, your house, your security. To oppose Saturn in your 10th house of career, advancements, reputation, recognition. It's a very public house, so your inner and outer life. There could be some struggles, some of you power struggles going on between yourself and others. Maybe even around living arrangements, a move, home or property matters, shared investments, sharing the load. Mercury entered Leo into your third house of communications, siblings, neighbors, things going on in your local environment, thoughts, talk. So there's going to be an increased focus and reevaluation of that. Some of you are going to be more like careful about what you tell certain people, or, just essentially reevaluate who you share what with, or what. Some of you, this involves information, like period, point blank, like news. What you pay attention to, you could be reevaluating, more, the more superficial modes of communicating. Some of you are just dealing with like maybe technical glitches or misunderstandings that take some time to unpick. Others of you, though, will just be reevaluating what you actually give your mental focus to and who you give your mental focus to and how much running around you will do for others. You could even be, just reevaluating your relationship to the neighborhood you live in, short distance travel, errands. It's a very busy house, the third house. It's, Mercury ruled, traditionally. So this is where you're going to be hosting the Venus retrograde. So you could be reevaluating communications between yourself and a lover or someone close to you. But there will be an increased focus on communications and unpicking misunderstandings and fixing dynamics and things like that. It's a very busy house, though. At the end of the week, the sun sextiles Uranus. It perfects a sextile with Uranus between your second house and your 12th house. So that's interesting. Mars being opposite Saturn is kind of like, creating some necessary, like, where there's blockages or challenges, there's innovation and solutions. So necessity being the mother of invention. Some of you, this involves being maybe more self-sufficient, and some of you less impacted by maybe how other people are acting, or you're taking a bit of a step back. Some of you can be sensitive to either financial dealings or how something or someone is making you feel. Some of you may be reevaluating how much you're willing to give to certain people that maybe aren't very, grateful. Others of you, you're meditating on your spiritual values, or, prioritizing spirituality, or trying to get spirituality and the material life to enmesh. Others of you could literally be caring for someone who is not well, or changing your diet, or just how you take care of yourself could be highlighted here. But definitely prioritizing self-esteem, self-worth is coming through here. You could be getting more independent from undermining situations that are a drain to you spiritually, physically, and otherwise. So let's get into the cards and see what comes out for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium. What does Gemini most need to hear this week? So yeah, some of you are having maybe intense, some of you even power struggles between yourself and others, regarding like finances, responsibilities, like things, stuff, material things, like there could be weird dynamics going on between, like around shared assets and things like that. Or exchanges, energetic exchanges. What you give versus what you get, and vice versa. So maybe some intense dynamics surrounding that for Gemini rising this week. This could involve home and family, or where you live as well. All right, G-Dog. Let's see what comes out for you. Messages for Gemini, all placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium. You could definitely be coming up with new and interesting ideas this week, though. If you do, basically, like, challenges will sort of be a catalyst for innovation and being flexible and adaptable to change. Everyone's going to have to be a bit quick on their feet. It's like we're all adapting to quite a lot. These are some back-to-back, just intensive downloads. With Mars opposite Saturn between your 4th and 10th houses, some of you feel under a lot of pressure, either from loved ones, family members, or a living situation, getting something stable and rooted. You could feel under a lot of pressure, maybe about the long-term security and stability of a situation. For some of you, certain dynamics, or even a place, like certain dynamics can be in question, or you're having to unpick a lot of like misunderstandings, or do a lot of running around. All right, G-Dog. 6 of Wands. This is beautiful. This is public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. Some of you, you're feeling acknowledged, you're feeling seen. Wow, this is like travel, speed, action, swift change taking off here. And wow, freedom. Whee! So this is a new beginning. So that's nice. Like some of you, this is like a brand new beginning, or you're very you're free. You feel unencumbered. There's a sense of innocence and spontaneity here. It's definitely free spirited energy. 3 of Wands reversed. There could be some delays, maybe some obstacles to long-term goals, maybe certain loose ends or things that need to be tied up here. But there's a lot of inspiration and potential coming through. New beginnings, financial promise. This could be work scenarios, career matters, building bridges with others, maybe even a second crack at something, or a new, like a second chance. This could involve a living situation, a home situation that is in flux or has been unstable, or someone that hasn't been feeling well. Let's see what's going on here. Heartbeat of your reading, G-Dog. Page of Wands reverse. So there could be a little bit of setbacks to new ideas, or you feel like maybe your enthusiasm is like someone's pouring cold water on it, or there's some frustrations in regards to communications here with the Page of Wands in reverse. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, Rising. You're challenged. You're busy as hell. Some of you are doing a lot of running around. There could be overwhelm, a lot to do. Some of you feel back and forth between 2 different locations, or you're moving a lot of stuff around, or you feel just kind of like you're wearing a lot of hats. You're having to be very like, you're having to be in 2 different places at once sometimes here, or you're on the fence about something or someone. Page of Swords. This is very curious, talkative. It's mentally restless. You're keeping your ear to the ground, checking your phone, checking your messages, doing a lot of just keeping up to date, keeping abreast of certain things. 7 of Wands in the recent past. So there may have been something that required a lot of perseverance. You may have felt challenged by someone, or somebody you were dealing with was real defensive, or this was you putting up walls. Crowning you, we have Temperance. Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So some of you are in communication with the Sagittarius of significance. Others of you, you're literally trying to heal a situation, alchemize, and be patient with someone or something. Near future, wow, 10 of Cups reverse, big disappointment. This could be a letdown in a home or family situation, a dream that feels compromised, or crushed for some of you, or just a misalignment of values, a feeling of like broken home. I don't know, Gemini. There's just some sadness here, disappointment, like a letdown. What's your approach? King of Pentacles reverse. Some of you are trying to stay in control of a situation. Others of you feel destabilized right now, physically, financially. We'll have to clarify that. King of Pentacles reverse. Some of you have Earth in your chart. Some of you are being bad with money right now. Like, I don't know. Okay, in your environment, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is raw power. This is this is mental clarity. Someone here is either decisive, getting clear on a situation, or they're speaking their truth, speaking their mind. Sorry, there's moths. Okay, in your hopes and fears, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So this is minor arcana for Capricorn energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Outcome, burden of digs. Okay, so some of you want to drop a burden. You could feel like something has been really burdensome. We have this 4 of Pentacles in your hopes and fears, so you could want to like maintain whatever stability you do have, or you're dealing with someone that you feel like is clingy, stingy, closed off. We do have you kind of like dropping a load here, like dropping a situation, or feeling dropped by somebody. I don't know. But some of you feel in this outcome like you've taken on too much, and you're trying to kind of avoid responsibility for certain things, or you're dealing with someone that is doing that. Let me clarify your approach, Gemini. Devil reverse. Some of you have taken your power back. You've detached, you've broken free, you've reclaimed your power away from certain individuals or situations. Let me clarify this. Some of you have pulled your energy away from certain people. Yeah, some of you are trying to get out of something right now. Why is the 7 of Swords reversed here? There may be some self-deception coming through as well. What is that? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this could be around financial situations, money, a new beginning, or an opportunity, or taking something seriously. or giving someone money, giving someone like a serious new beginning. I don't know. Why is the Ace of Swords here? This could be a money or financial situation that you've like, you're breaking free from, or some sort of, I don't know. Okay, whoa, Seven of Cups. So Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups. That's Venus in Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. That's a lot of fantasy, illusion, wishful thinking, a lot of choices, or somebody that's emotionally overwhelmed. Either you've come to clarity about a certain person, or someone is communicating from a space of illusion, delusion, fantasy, wishful thinking, or just overwhelmed. What is this Seven of Cups? Like Empress reverse. Someone could not be feeling well here and not be either seeing things clearly, but maybe they're trying to, or you're seeing them clearly. This person could either be like not nurturing, not kind, not giving, or they're codependent, or they're dependent on others for some reason right now, maybe because they're not feeling well. What is this? This person is, they're real willful, independent. They could be, there's a lot they want to say, or they're really nervous to talk about. I don't know. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Six of Wands. Someone here is trying to, Six of Wands, communicate plans with you. They want to make plans with you, or I don't know. Let me clarify why the Two of Pentacles is your challenge this week. The Sun. This is things being revealed. This is also enlightened self-interest, or illuminating things, or following your happiness, or bringing warmth to a situation, or staying positive in the face of a lot of running around and a lot of busyness. Some of you are dealing with a Leo significance, or you have Leo in your big three. What is the Sun, please? Clarify the Sun and the Two of Pentacles. Death. Okay, wow. Wow. Something's got to change. Some of you know that something's got to change, and you've got to follow your happiness. Or you're wanting something to change. Yeah, wow. This involves either financial favor, loneliness, isolation, or somebody that's like really fickle, or that doesn't take you seriously, or you can't pin them down or get them to agree to plans either way. Or you know that you can't be on the fence about something forever. Something's caused you to feel on the fence for some reason. Let me clarify the Temperance card crowning you. This is 1 foot in, 1 foot out of a situation. Some of you are trying to mediate and bring peace to a situation. Clarify Temperance, please. Are you trying to be patient? You feel stuck, unable to move forward with the situation or person, and also unable to let it go or move on. Six of Swords reverse. This is a lot of baggage. Some of you feel like you've been carrying around a lot of baggage here. What is this? Judgment. You know you've got to make a judgment call in this situation and follow your inner calling. You want absolution about a particular situation here. Decisiveness. What's the Page of Swords? Ten of Pentacles reverse. This involves a living situation, a home or family situation, or something being secure, rooted, you know, feeling safe as well. You could be talking to someone that doesn't feel safe. Others of you are communicating with like somebody, a family member, somebody, I don't know. This is weird. It's like either someone's not home and you're back and forth between two different places, or there's long distance for some reason, or what is this? Or there's some sort of loss or setbacks or overinvestment. Some of you are working way too hard. Queen of Swords. Some of you want to put boundaries over like how much you will do or invest in a situation or give. What is this Ten of Cups reverse in the near future? Or you're dealing with someone that's really cold with you, Gemini. But some of you, this is your energy. Seems like you're taking your power back away from draining situations or frustrating situations. What's this near future? Work. This is a lot of work. Some of you putting a lot of work into something, and it's not, you feel like it's not it's a dream, and you feel like it's not going anywhere. You just feel like blocked. And there could be misunderstandings, miscommunications, or manipulation. I don't know what is that about. Five of Pentacles reverse. Some of you are trying to recover from financial loss or a feeling of like never being enough. Let me clarify this outcome. Four of Swords. You just need a nap and a juice box this week. Some of you're being run ragged by something or someone. I don't know. It looks like you feel by the end of this week, you feel like you've taken on too much. And either this is a work or financial situation, or you feel like you're trying to be all things to all people, or just like trying to like, some of you are even putting a lot of positivity into a situation and you just feel sucked dry, or like you feel like it's let me clarify your approach. You're like reflecting deeply on all of this. You're doing a lot of introspecting and soul searching here. You're trying to follow your inner guidance. This is making you feel insecure. Some of you, this situation, I'm talking to some Geminis or Gemini placements where a situation straight up feels, it's giving me vampire vibes, yeah. It's giving me like, it's vampiric. Like you have these little helminths in your blood or something. Like, I don't know. It's just giving me this vibe of like, it's sucking the life out of you. And you're trying to bring like all this warmth, positivity, serious offer, like security to a situation, and you feel like it's just draining. Some of you have just taken on way too much and you need rest. And it's as simple as that. Let me clarify this. It looks like you're really trying to make something stable and secure. What does this outcome mean for G-Dog? Five of Wands. It's a bunch of drama. You just don't want any more drama. Some of you are just, there's too much disagreement, conflict, tension. I just see you dropping it like it's awkward. I don't blame you. Let me clarify this. It's exhausting. Whatever it is, it's very draining. Yeah, Three of Cups reverse. This is either a social situation or like it's like stifled creativity, stifled like fun, lighthearted energy, like a Debbie Downer vibes, yo. Like, let me clarify your environment. Justice. Okay, so we got Justice. We have Ace of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles and Hangman reverse. Something could be taking a long time, or someone's going very slow. Why is the Seven of Cups here with the Hangman reverse and the Empress reverse? Somebody here's in love, but either they don't know how to show it, or they're confused, or someone's paranoid, or why? Non-committal? Like, what is that about? Others of you, there's a third-party situation. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. But what I see is you feeling like you've taken on too much at the end of the week. And you're just like, I need a breather. I need a break. Why is the Five of Wands here? This could be social disunity. Gemini. Or just miscommunications or too much going on. Some of you are dealing with someone that's cold emotionally or emotionally unavailable. Why is the Five of Wands here? Others of you, there's a falling out with a friend. Four of Cups reverse. Basically, what I see is you pressing the pause button. Something causes you to reevaluate your emotions, pull your energy back, or drop certain burdens, or you just feel like you need a rest, like you've taken on too much. You could be trying to reconnect to a sense of inspiration here in this outcome. That is what I'm seeing. And maybe you need like some private time. And also you're reevaluating, like you could be reevaluating how something or someone is making you feel. Some of you feel lonely, or something or someone is making you feel bad about yourself. Why is the Nine of Pentacles reversed? You're trying to be honest with yourself about this. King of Swords. Tower reverse. Three of Wands reverse. Something or someone feels impossible, so you've pulled your energy back. You've taken your power back. You're not going to give to this as much. or you're just feeling very drained. Why is the King of Pentacles reversed in your approach? This is tormenting. To me, this is tormenting. It's fucking with your sleep. It's like disturbing your circadian rhythms or giving you a lot of depression, nightmares, intense anxiety. So you've pulled your energy back. Excuse me. There's someone here you could be admiring a great deal, or I don't know, or is getting a lot of public recognition or seeing a lot of progress. Why is this Seven of Cups here? Three of Pentacles. This person could be focused on work or trying to build bridges with others, stable foundations. They're dealing with like teamwork makes a dream work type of situations, or working together with others to get a new beginning. So I don't know. It looks like you feel like at the end of the week you've taken on too much, maybe on behalf of others. Some of you have been like bringing a lot of positive energy to a situation, and it's frustrating. You could be on the fence about whether to keep communicating with a certain person or dealing with a certain person. Some of you you feel stuck. There could be long distance for some of you, or someone is away from home for some reason. It looks like you put boundaries up in the recent past, or there was a blockage. Some of you have ended, I don't know, this is weird. Like, communications are weird, it looks like, this week. Some of you are real busy, or you're just, it's like you've got one foot in, one foot out of a situation, but it looks like in the near future, there's either a disappointment, somebody's either no longer going to nurture a situation, or isn't. I don't know. It just looks like you feel like you need to drop certain things and just reflect. Like, take some time out to reflect. Some of you are, like, actually really attached to something or someone. Four of Pentacles. It's Capricorn energy. Some of you have Cap in your big three, too. But, I don't know. It looks like you're checking out. You feel like you've taken on a bit too much of a load or a burden. Burden of days. You're dropping it like it's awkward in the outcome, at least for the time being, because it looks like you need to reflect on something. It's like you want to re-strategize. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it there. Gemini, I hope you got something out of this. If you guys like these readings, please smash that like button. Let's move on to Sea Dog. All right, Cancer rising. You experienced this Mercury-Pluto opposition perfecting between your first and your seventh house. So this was kind of major. This was some downloads in partnerships, relationships, both business and personal. Some of you are definitely experiencing there could be weird dynamics between you and others, or a lot of unspoken tension under the surface, or a lot of mystery, or things that are very profound or psychologically transformative here, like undeniable truths coming through, that are like undeniable realizations or revelations here, either interpersonally, socially, or in regards to business partnerships, in relation to yourself and the kinds of people that you want to be dealing with here. So this was huge. This highlighted your first and seventh house axis, so kind of a big deal for Cancer rising. Mars entered Virgo, your third house of communications, talk, thought, text messages, opinions, busyness, running around. So there's a lot of you are going to be very, very kicking off a phase of busyness and running errands and dealing with a lot of people, wearing many hats, having to be very versatile. And it's opposite Saturn. It's going to be opposing Saturn in your ninth house of study, higher learning, beliefs, ideologies, religion, all of that. Like study and people and places from other cultures and at a distance. Also travel, higher learning. So I don't know, there could be some weird blockages communication wise that you feel like you're dealing. Some of you feel like you're hitting like a weird wall ideologically with certain people this week, or there's long distance or travel, or maybe even mental blockages or communication blockages due to cultural differences, background differences, or long distance. Maybe even language barriers for some of you, or just a lack of communication or quietude on the part of somebody. Just like inhibition there, essentially. Mercury entered Leo, also your second house of self-worth, self-esteem, finances, your natural born innate gifts. and how you value yourself, how you care for yourself and earn income. So there's going to be a lot of reevaluation around this area for you, Cancer rising. You could be reevaluating, like, you know, what you do for a living, or how you earn your income, or how you spend your money, or even just your value system as a whole. And also the kinds of partners you're attracted to and why. So that's, you know, even though this is like kind of a dry, like, financial house, because of the other things going on right now, I have to mention that and put it that way, because your first and seventh house are very triggered right now. So you could be reevaluating, you know, what you value in your life, in yourself, and in other people, and in relationships as well. Because this is where you're going to experience the Venus retrograde. So Mercury entering this area will continue to bring more and more focus to what it is you value, you know, in your life and in other people, and the kinds of people you attract towards you, and how much you feel your energy is worth, you know, and how you're willing to be treated, and what you're willing to sacrifice to make things work with other people. You know, and some of you're going to be raising your prices. You know, you're not going to be so flippant or, you know, available to all and sundry all the time. You're going to raise your prices, maybe. I don't know. The sun in your first house perfects the sextile to Uranus at the end of the week. So necessity being the mother of invention, any sort of disagreements or tensions or walls between yourself and others communication-wise, you'll innovate, you know, you're going to work with, like, what you have and who you have around you. You could be changing things up socially or in your friendships. There could be definitely changes going on socially, you know, and in regards to maybe social media situations or projects, personal projects, pet projects, group projects, or you're just changing things up as regards to how you meet and mingle people with others. Some of you are coming up with new ideas, hopes, and dreams for your future. You know, you'll be, like, sort of re-envisioning your future, or changing things up socially, like, very literally the types of people that you get involved with, you know, can be significantly changing, possibly due to some of you having some, you know, maybe unpleasant reality checks in certain dynamics, socially or interpersonally, or in business situations even for some of you. You know, it's like, you got to be coming up with new ideas, new approaches. Some of you are going to be approaching certain things differently, or you're dealing with very unique dynamics or unique situations that call for, you know, a flexible attitude, essentially. So let's get into the card for Cancer, all placements. We got some cards not in the right, they're, like, flipped. Let me fix it. All right, let's shuffle. Cancer, all placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium. Some of you are going to be reevaluating also, like, maybe business partnerships, or even investments, or just social situations. Your happiness goals as well. Your desires. Sea Dog, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium, all placements. One more shuffle. Yeah, the Mars-Saturn opposition, like, for you, it's between your third and your ninth houses, so it's going to be really important for Cancer rising to just maintain a positive philosophy, a positive life philosophy that helps you, that keeps you forward-looking and focused on what is possible rather than what's not. You could actually be very driven, you know, towards certain, like, projects, pet projects, and things like that. Things going on in your local environments. Definitely a bit of a bogus learning journey as well. Some of you, it feels like a bit of a pilgrimage with Mars opposite Saturn. For some of you, blockages in certain communications or challenges will make you come up with like whole new ideas and approaches to certain things or people. What we got for you? Love. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, King of Cups. That's a lot of love. It's a lot of emotional composure. Coming out of anxiety, fear, and a sense of hopelessness. Some of you are leaving like a depression behind you, sense of torments, and then we have, whoa, somebody's crashing something into a tree. Five of Swords. So there's this energy of tension here, maybe loss, a sense of defeat, or having to just take an L, take a loss, walk away. Some of you, there's someone coming through here where they feel like they have to win at all costs, or they're very cutthroat. I don't know if this is you, Sea Dog, or someone you're dealing with, but it's a bit of a drive it into a tree type of energy. Five of Swords, Two of Swords. There could be a stalemate between you and someone that's maybe making you feel defeated. There could be someone, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. There could be some mistrust here, an imbalance between work, family, and home. Some of you feel kind of like blah right now, or like you missed an opportunity. You could be real sensitive to the vibes. What do we got going on at the heartbeat? Jupiter energy. So this is beautiful. This is positive turning points. This is good karma. This is, you know, some kind of cycles are emphasized here at the heartbeat of your reading. What's your challenge? Walking away, going on a vision quest, leaving something or someone that you've been really invested in behind for the time being, in the very least. Some of you are definitely leaving behind some negative cycles and kicking off some positive cycles. Very good. Page of Wands driving this whole situation. So you're enthusiastic. You could be you're feeling kind of free-spirited, open to new experiences, wanting to generate more positivity, enthusiasm, and inspiration in your life this week. This is a playful curiosity. Page of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Recent past, Knight of Pentacles. So this is very efficient, sort of methodical energy. It's genuine. It's stable. You know, it's not the most exciting night, but it is the most genuine. You know, and it's, even if it's maybe boring at times, it's ultimately, it leads somewhere positive. So huge focus on practicality, stability, and focused, committed energy in the recent past. Emphasis on earth energy here. Crowding you. Oh, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so it's getting kind of like creative and romantic here and woo-woo. So we got some very romantic, charming, imaginative energy. So some of you are looking to bring more creativity, more flow, more inspiration, and enjoyment into your life here. Near future, waiting. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles. So you're trying to persevere and wait for, you know, a return on your investment here. Your approach, you're winning. Wow, that's beautiful. So you're feeling like confident. You're experiencing a lot of progress. You could be feeling very seen, very acknowledged, and supported by other people as well. So this is beautiful. That's a very good vibe. What do we have in your environments? Chariot reverse. So that's your own card. Cancer. You could be dealing with someone far away. There could be long distance here. There could be blockages, or a lack of control around certain situations where it just feels like things maybe have gone off the rails, or someone feels, you know, out of control of something here. In your hopes and fears, Ace of Wands reverse. Outcome, Three of Wands. So more waiting. So I like your vibe because it looks like you're keeping your chin up, you're holding your head very high. It's like you seem to have a very positive attitude coming through in this reading. It seems like you're really enjoying like the bogus learning journey of it all. You could be dealing with someone far away. You're very much tuning into creative inspiration this week. It looks like a sense of joy, a sense of creativity and flow and inspiration. So that's nice. It looks like you're worried that someone's going to be continuously hot and cold with you, start and stop, or that a project or a situation is just never going to get off the ground. We have a sense of humiliation and defeat at the base of this reading. I mean, the Five of Swords is not a super great vibe, but it does look like you're trying to see the silver lining and everything if that's your vibe. For those of you, this is someone you're dealing with, so I don't know. Let's clarify why the Eight of Cups is here in your challenge position, Sea Dog. Eight of Cups. The World reversed. Okay, so for the time being, it looks like if you're dealing with someone far away, or there's unfinished business between you and certain people, or it feels that way, for the time being, there's a need to just kind of walk away and maybe even create your own closure for the time being, or just know that it's kind of like when I see the World reverse and the Eight of Cups together, I always think of Arnold Schwarzenegger being like, I'll be back. So, I don't know, there could be an issue of loose ends, unfinished business here that maybe, let's clarify it. Stalking, not talking. There could be something or someone you have your eye on, and there may be a lack of communication between you and someone. For the time being, maybe you need to just do your own thing. I don't know. Let's clarify your approach. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Strength. So you're coming across like this is some of you have Leo in your big three prominently. You're pulling like these Leo associated cards. This is a very mature, dignified energy. Some of you are really focused on self-discipline right now, maturity. You could also be holding back, maybe even resisting the desire to like communicate with someone. We do have an emphasis here on communications and also waiting. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of patience, durability, and consistency coming through. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles in the near future for Sea Dog. There could be someone coming through in your environment that is dealing with situations or circumstances that are out of their control right now. Wow, you got the same card in the near future as... It was either Gemini or Taurus, I don't remember, but this is some, you could, some of you are worried that you're waiting for, it's like, you could be worried about getting let down. It seems like you've been very patient with something or someone. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. You're definitely holding your own. You're being very self-sufficient, standing on your own 2 feet, focusing on generating your own contentment, happiness, and satisfaction. But it does look like that you are worried about getting let down. It's particularly emotionally or in regards to a dream, a hope, a wish. Let's clarify the Chariot reverse for Sea Dog. Some of you are definitely dealing with long distance situations. You may want to go visit someone, or you hope that they show up on your doorstep. I don't know. Or this involves gatherings, parties, just enjoying gratifying and satisfying yourself emotionally and creatively. Let's clarify the Chariot reverse. Bad chonky boy. Yeah, someone here is dealing with emotionally draining situations that are outside of their control. Judgment. Okay, so whoever this is, they're having some major wake-up calls, epiphanies, huge downloads. Like, what is this? Some of you want a second chance with someone coming through here. Others of you, they want a second chance with you. Oh, wow, moon reverse. So someone here is dealing with some unsettling realities. They're coming to clarity, they're coming to reality with a little bit of a bump. That's Pisces energy coming through heavily. Sun, moon, or rising. Let me clarify your approach one more time, Sea Dog. You feel alienated from somebody. Some of you have withdrawn from certain people as well. You feel a little bit of loneliness here and isolation. I feel you're trying to hold back and be really strong, be strong. And just be very self-sufficient and not codependent to anybody else's energy. Some of you even like kind of expect to be let down by someone. It's almost like you're priming yourself for that. Like you don't expect much. Let me clarify this outcome for a Sea Dog. Three of Swords reversed. So 2 3s. You're trying to release pain and forgive and forget and maintain a sense of optimism in this outcome, and just continue to wait for your ships to come in here. Some of you are preparing, or you're like getting ready to travel or expand an initiative, or you're thinking towards the future here. What does this outcome mean for Sea Dog? 7 of Swords. Ugh. Why is that here? Some of you are dealing with like somebody that there's like a runner chaser dynamic going on here, where you reach out and somebody else runs away, or I don't know what this is. It's like Wile E. Coyote, and you know, it's just giving me like classic Tom and Jerry cartoon vibes. What is this? Knight of Swords, 7 of Swords, King of Wands. This could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius of significance to you, or it involves like a career matter, or some of you are trying to lead a situation to a positive conclusion, subtly, calm, with a sense of calm inner stability. Others of you are just dealing with a fire sign, where there's a runner chaser type of dynamic going on. What is this? Oh wow, we got a water sign coming through too. There's a strong maybe psychic connection or a lot of empathy that you have for another person coming through here. This is a lot of this is very emotionally secure. Some of you are trying to remain emotionally secure no matter what. Or you're just being, you're pulling a lot of people. What the hell, Sea Dog? So, wow, some of you are being kind of a rock for other people. Let me clarify your approach. Sun reverse. You feel like there's some of you are even dealing with some depression yourself. And you're trying to be strong for others. Others of you just feel like there's a sense of delayed happiness around certain situation. Let me clarify the page. This is good news. The Devil. Whoa. So you could be really fixated on a particular person. Some of you, it's a fire sign individual. Others of you, it's a creative initiative, a flirtation, a creative project, a tempting offer, or something that you feel really, really strongly about. What's the Knight of Cups? This could be anything. It could be an event, a gallery, you know, some kind of like going out, enjoying yourself, a dating situation. Being a smooth Casanova, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Clarify the Knight of Cups. You're not talking to someone that you want to sweep. You want to sweep somebody off their feet. You're not even speaking to them, or they're not speaking to you. You're keeping this completely to yourself. What? It's weird, Sea Dog. It's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Because you don't feel safe enough to wear your heart on your sleeve. You really want to, though. There's a lot of fear surrounding, like maybe making an approach, being more direct, being more warm, flirtatious. Some of you are dealing with someone with Capricorn in their big 3. Yeah, there's a page. Some of you are shy. Someone maybe just melts you. It's like you're shy, or you're just you could be very creative. Some of you are like obsessed on new approaches creatively, doing new things creatively. What's the Wheel of Fortune? 8 of Wands. Okay, so this is travel, movement, swift action, a lot happening very quickly, a desire to change certain things. So your challenge this week, we do have the World reverse and the 8 of Cups. So some of you, this does involve travel situations, creative projects, love, relationships. I don't know. It could be a number of different things. It does look like that you're waiting. Some of you are waiting for particular people to get their act together. You could be waiting for someone with Earth in their chart. You could be waiting for a businessman, businesswoman. It could involve work. People you're working together with. I don't know. Let me clarify this environment position. Five of Cups. Someone here's dealing with some loss, disappointments, things that are just kind of out of their control. Justice reverse. Someone feels like something is definitely, someone was unfair with this person, or I don't know. Let me clarify your approach. Empress reverse. You feel really committed, but maybe creatively blocked for some reason, or kind of dependent on other people, like kind of waiting for other people to respond, or you're trying to build bridges with others. Some of you are like being a team player in a work situation or social situations. You could be trying to be strong for everybody. Some of you are even dealing with depression by being strong for other people. That's like a real specific message for some of you. Let me clarify this outcome for Sea Dog. It does look like there's more waiting involved, and you're just trying to keep your chin up and be self-sufficient and be strong for other people. Clarify the outcome for Sea Dog here. Page of Pentacles. So you could be studying, reading books, dealing with like an introverted earth sign individual, or this is like you're waiting for new work opportunities or new potential. A friend. Some of you are waiting to hear back from a friend. A younger earth sign for some of you. I don't know. There's a lot of people that came through here, so this could involve a lot of different people. There's just basically a lack of communication coming through here. That it looks like you have big feelings for someone that is either really quiet or you're not saying a word to them right now. But yeah, I like your energy, even though we did see the Five of Swords and we do see the Devil here. So try not to fixate too heavily, on what other people got going on. Your challenge here is maybe like going on a vision quest or not knowing whether to stay or go in a situation where you kind of feel like you're waiting for a turning point to happen, or you're waiting to see what happens. For some of you, this involves a situation or person where a new beginning never got off the ground to begin with, and you feel like you're just sort of waiting to see what they do, to see whether or not you should just keep waiting or walk away. So I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, but we're going to keep it moving. I'm going to move on to Leo. I hope you'll have a beautiful week. If you like these readings, please smash that like button. It really helps more than you guys realize. All right. Moving on to Leo. Boop, 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 boop. All right, Leo, so you've experienced this intense Mercury-Pluto opposition that we're never going to experience again in our lifetimes. Between your 12th house and your 6th house, so kind of a bit of a crisis and crisis prevention vibe going on. So some of you are having a healing crisis, or you're dealing with someone that is. It could be a physical crisis, a mental health crisis, or there's just a lot of selfless service going on, or you feel like you're having to sublimate your desires to be of service to other people, or you're dealing with a lot of maybe just crisis and crisis prevention and having to heal, focus on healing. Things going on behind the scenes. Your day-to-day life and being able to balance, I don't know, we have some weird power dynamics coming through between your 6th and your 12th house. So you can be really sensitive to others in your daily life. Maybe even dealing with people or workmates or coworkers or just people that are just really critical, hypercritical, nitpicky, difficult to please for some of you. Or you're that way. I don't know. But there could just be a lot of running around and a need to sort of retreat and keep your thoughts to yourself and strategize here in the beginning, particularly Monday. But Mars also moves into your 2nd house to oppose Saturn in your 8th house. That's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy duty. Something may be giving you a lot to think about and reevaluate around enmeshing energetically with others. There could definitely be, for some of you, some weird power struggles that are, maybe it's just subtle, but some of you it's like real overt. Mercury also moves into your sign, Leo, into Leo rising's 1st house of self. So some of you are, after being like real quiet, putting up with something for a long time, you're finally gonna like say something here. you're gonna have a lot to reevaluate as far as like how you come across, what you will and will not put up with, what you are all about, and redefining your image, redefining your sense of self. Some of you have been on a really long self-improvement kick even, and you could feel like you really want to be perfect. Some of you really want to be perfect. Some of you have, like, you're dealing with other people that you feel like you could never be enough for, never be good enough for. Others of you you've been behind the scenes just chipping away at like various amounts of self-improvement. Mars entering your second house kicks off a very driven, work-oriented phase of just, really increasing your self-worth, increasing your income, your earnings, going after what you want, and satisfying your desires, treating yourself very well, and also treating others as well. So there is some tension though, because Mars opposes Saturn, in your 8th house. So there could be some very weird power dramas between yourself and maybe intimate partners, mergers, business partners, or around like sex, death, other people's money, taxes, shared assets, intimacy, vulnerability. There could be some very weird, tense dynamics going on here. But with Mercury entering your sign, you'll be poised to talk things out, and speak your mind. But you are still kind of feeling a sense of retreat and low energy and just kind of like, limited bandwidth for like taking on like way too much. With the sun in your 12th house, that's kind of a retiring phase. But at the end of the week, the sun does sextile Uranus between your 12th and your 10th house. So that's kind of interesting. There is a sort of emphasis on taking a step back and retreating and almost forming a strategy around either career, putting yourself out there, new image, new public image, new brand image, like whatever that is, or status, such as like a marriage, like the status of a serious relationship, or your relationship to authority figures, bosses, or being the authority in your own life. So a lot of creative innovation around your overall life direction and life purpose is happening based on necessities. Some of you, crisis prevention. It's like a necessity is the mother of invention kind of vibe coming through. And Virgo being the cosmic Roomba, some of you this involves, money, finances, and just your overall desires. But yeah, you'll be doing a lot of reevaluation of yourself essentially, and also what kinds of people you want to be with and what you want out of a relationship, what you will and won't put up with in a relationship, because this is your 1st and 7th house axis, Leo rising. All right, so let's get into the cards and see what comes out for Leo. All placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium. Leo, all placements. Yeah, that Mars-Saturn opposition is really going to require everybody to like keep a stiff upper lip, this week, and like stay positive and don't let certain things like drain you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like continue to boost your own morale and pat yourself on the back for the progress, that you are making. And for the things that are wonderful about you. Alright, what is Leo all placements? Most need to hear messages for Leo energy this week. Do you guys like my thumbnail? I love my thumbnail. It's got the cute cuddly animals, because it's Cancer season, but they're all screaming, and preparing for war, because it's like Mercury, like opposite Pluto. And then we got Venus and Leo at the center of it all. Big Leo, the dude with the guitar. And the spaceman floating off in the background, like Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Pisces. And then we have the Roomba just zooming in, like, clean up on aisle 5. It just expresses the maths, like, so perfectly. Adobe Express is, like, limiting the amount of times I can use the remove background feature. Like, it's just the free version on my phone. So I've just been like kind of milking it while I can. All right. Okay, so there could be some indecision, wishy-washy energy, indecisiveness, or maybe you're not seeing things or people clearly. Someone could be kind of self-destructive, or maybe there's a sense of delay, you know, or just passivity here. The Hangman reverse. Yeah, wow. Sagittarius energy, scared Bob. So there's a need here for courage, persistence. Maybe something or someone is testing your faith a little bit this week, Leo. You could feel a little battle weary, but it's like you're still hanging in there. And then we have, oh wow, Virgo energy in reverse. So Hermit, reverse. Some of you feel kind of lonely, isolated, or you're dealing with someone that's lonely and isolated, withdrawn. Someone could be dealing with health issues or a crisis of some kind. What's under this? The Tower. This is a fucking disaster. All right, sadness. Somebody here is like real dissatisfied or sad or emotionally drained or emotionally draining. Okay, you could be waiting for change. Some of you are giving a lot to someone, or you're hoping to establish equality between yourself and somebody here. There's someone here that's either self-deceptive or is trying to get out of something, break free from something. Some of you are trying to be really strong. You're holding back or resisting temptation. There's something's requiring restraint, self-control, patience, a lot of maturity here. 6 of Wands. Some of you are hoping for an impending like victory, or you're hoping that someone sees you, you know, the new and improved Leo. I don't know. You're like, I'm a different Leo. So we have Queen of Pentacles. It's very committed, devoted, nurturing energy, and then Empress reverse, which is like someone that's either not giving to a situation or is kind of in a dependent mode. All right. Wow. King of Pentacles reverse. This could be someone having health issues, financial issues, being bad with money, a focus on vice or overindulgence. Someone could also be real domineering, authoritative, like maybe controlling. This could be you, Leo, or someone you're dealing with. This is Earth energy, though. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Maybe someone's being very stingy. Your challenge this week is warmth, positivity, enlightened self-interest, confidence, strong solar plexus energy, or revealing truths or illuminating situations. Transparency, in other words. Warmth. Okay, so releasing pain, forgiveness, and letting the swords fall out is driving this whole situation, or something or someone is healing right now with the 3 of Swords reverse. What's up? Thank you. Thank you, Swinesonic Records. All right, recent past, we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse. So some of you feel like you missed an opportunity, lost money, or there was a lack of planning or foresight or hesitancy to give more to a situation or person. Ace of Pentacles reverse. All right. Crowning you, setting yourself free, or opening up to new perspectives, or releasing yourself from situations that are not going well, or that are like, you know, heartbreaking. Near future, 9 of Swords reverse. I like this. This is like coming out of a sense of depression, hopelessness, feeling tormented, stressed, pressed, and obsessed. Your approach, okay, so we have the Moon reverse, Pisces energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Like, you're trying to release fear, unhappiness, and come out of confusion, worry, you know, keeping things like secrecy, or just fighting your shadows, or being afraid. In your environment, we have the 2 of Wands. So this is someone that wants to either make, they're focused on like a plan, they're planning to travel, move, or they're packing their bags, or they're planning on doing that. They're planning on moving here. 3 of Cups in your hopes and fears. You could be hoping to celebrate hoping to reunite with somebody, come together, have a sense of community, enjoyment, fun. Beautiful. The star. I love it. So this is very healing energy in the outcome. There is hope maybe after a lot of struggle. So a lot of optimism and healing energy coming through here. This is Aquarius energy, which is Leo rising's relationship sector. Some of you, this revolves around a goal, a dream, a wish that you have, or healing, like plain and simple. Let's clarify your challenge. Why is your challenge the sun this week? There could be some delays, delayed happiness, or maybe your challenge is to just keep on being warm, keep on being honest, keep on being yourself. Why is the sun the challenge? Nervous energy. So some of you, you're hesitant to communicate with someone. Maybe there's a need to like just open up the floodgates of communication, Leo. It could take a minute for Mercury to sort of settle into your first house after it's been tucked away in such a private, hidden sector for those of you with Leo rising. But it looks like that's kind of what the universe is sort of saying is if you've been real quiet, shy, soft-spoken, you haven't been saying what you really think or feel, like maybe it's time to kind of start to open up a little bit and become more, you know, become less afraid of just like reaching out to others, communicating, showing your hand, or saying what you really think or feel. Let me clarify your approach. Why is the moon reverse here? Judgment. Okay, so this is either you're having some huge, you've got some wake-up calls. You want to blow your horn of truth here. You're wanting to blow your horn of truth, Leo. Let's clarify why is the King of Pentacles reverse? This could be money struggles or somebody dealing with health issues or like instability in their material life. Why is the King of Pentacles reverse here? Or this is someone like bad with money or focused on vice. Let's clarify him. 5 of Wands. There's a lot of drama or disagreement, competition or strife or tension, either due to the fact that someone's feeling very destabilized right now financially, or there's fights over somebody feeling like selfish, or there's a conflict over values or how to spend money, where certain money or where certain belongings should go. What is this? 5 of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, this is a disagreement around money, home, family, security, a house, property. It's like drama, or someone is not home right now, or they feel really like unstable or insecure about a long-term wealth like trajectory or a home or living situation. I don't know. Let me clarify this. Or there's a drama around family. Whoa, yeah, this is like a disaster. Someone's maybe been hit by a lot of disaster. Or wow. Let me clarify the 2 of Wands in your environment. This is shakeups, major shakeups. Clarify the 2 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. So it looks like someone in your environment is trying to build a solid foundation. This could be a work situation. Oh, wow. Ace of Wands. So we got a boner coming through. So inspiration. Someone here is planning on having like, you know, new beginnings, getting their power back, there could be someone coming through here that you feel like has potential, or they're trying to stay motivated and stay enthusiastic and inspired. This could be someone you've had a new beginning with. Let me clarify this. Ace of Wands. Someone here is getting over a struggle bus, and they're either planning to come visit you or come home, or there's some sort of instability within the home that's like on its way out, it looks like. Someone is healing. Let's clarify your approach. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Some of you are feeling stuck, bored, or like something is taking forever, or you're really dragging your feet around communicating something. The Devil. Jesus Christ. This is, some of you feel bound to a situation, or you feel tempted, or you feel afraid. Or really attached to something or someone. What is this? Devil. Oh, you're in denial of something, or you're like trying to, you want to break free from whatever this devil energy is. This could be fear. Could be a number of different things. What's the Seven of Swords reverse on the Devil, please? Or it's self-deception around a problem, an addiction, some kind of habit, or, you know, something that you just feel like a compulsion or obsession around. What is this? Or fear? Whatever it is, it leads to loss. It leads to disappointment. It leads to regret, and some of you even guilt. Some of you feel guilty for what you want to say. There's a need here to set yourself free from something or other and forgive, forget, heal, and embrace more optimism. Let me clarify the Eight of Swords reverse. Why is this crowning you? Some of you felt trapped or stuck in your head. Okay, King of Wands. Or you're dealing with someone that has felt trapped. I don't know. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you are trying to lead a situation to safe harbor, or you're dealing with someone that has felt trapped and wants to step into like more of a leadership role. Let's clarify this. Yeah, Page of Cups reverse. Jeez. Someone may be emotionally immature right now, feeling blocked or hypersensitive and aloof. They're like real aloof toward you. Hey, thanks for being here, Legion's Dad. It's good to see you, man. Let me clarify this Nine of Swords reverse in the near future, Leo. Four of Cups. And the Fool. Some of you are you're like scared to open up about whatever it is you're thinking or feeling or something, because you're either scared of rejection or you're coming out of a period that's been really stressful and has caused you to feel really dissatisfied. There's a new beginning, a clean slate happening in the near future. What is the Fool? Either because you take a leap of faith or someone else is having a fresh start. Okay, wow. Some of you are breaking free from either an abusive or over-controlling, dominating person, or somebody that's real rigid, inflexible, mean, or kind of like abusive vibes, or you're releasing the need to control a situation. Let me clarify this outcome. This is Aries energy in the near future, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Someone could be out of control of themselves right now as well, or in the near future. Someone's losing control of themselves or their temper and like throwing plates or something. I don't know. Sometimes the Emperor reverse comes out when somebody has like a temper tantrum or just is not in control of themselves. What's the Star? Two Cups. This is gonna go, this is beautiful. So there is hope. Hope is restored in a relationship or in relationships in general. For those of you with Leo in their chart, this is beautiful. Aquarius energy, Two of Cups. This is healing in a relationship for some of you. Indecision, stalemate. There's still maybe some blocked emotions or an impasse or a stalemate. But it looks like there's hope in the outcome. There's hope for something. There's healing coming through very strongly. That's beautiful. I love your outcome. It looks very beautiful. Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are, you're really independent, or you're fulfilling your own wishes, comfort, happiness, or somebody you're dealing with is. It could be it's like either you want to be with this person or you just want to be alone. Or you're dealing with someone that is on the fence about whether they want to be alone or be with you, or there's, I don't know, there's some confusion here, but there's a desire here to heal something and to maintain hope in relationships, in love. What does this mean for Leo? King of Cups reverse. Either somebody's emotionally manipulative, moody, volatile emotionally, like something's in flux. It looks like you're trying to heal whatever this is. Let me clarify this. Three of Swords reverse. This is healing. It's forgiveness. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're waiting for a turning point. You're waiting for something or something to finally heal, or some of you, someone to finally forgive, forget, move on. Or you're waiting to forgive someone. I don't know. So this is forgiveness coming through. Yeah, throwing it. You could be wondering whether to throw in the towel or give up on a person, or whether a situation is ever going to improve, ever going to change. It looks like there's hope, or you're trying to maintain hope in this outcome. Somebody could really be going through a struggle bus or something, or you're trying to build a bridge with this person, or some of you are trying to reform a behavior, heal a behavior in yourself. It's going to be different for all of you. Let me clarify the 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let me get one more. And 4 of Wands. It looks like you want to take things to the next level between you and someone. Or they you. Someone here feels alienated, isolated, or is going through some kind of crisis. Health trouble, or like they feel isolated or trapped for some reason. They want to get out of that. They want to stop feeling trapped. I don't know. What's the 2 of Cups for Leo in the outcome? I like the 2 of Cups and the Star card. That's weird. Justice reverse. And you're like, it feels so wrong, but it feels so... I don't know. This is weird. So Knight of Wands, Justice reverse, and the Lovers. Some of you have a choice. I don't know. You're going to have a lot to reevaluate, because those of you with Leo rising, you guys have this Venus retrograde in your first house. Like, you're really going to be really feeling this. Let me clarify the Lovers. You're going to hear from someone, or someone's going to come towards you or travel to you at the end of the week, and there is going to be hope. But there may be some things that need to be sorted out, you know. With Mars opposite Saturn, you know, it's like people are looking at a mountain of like problems, or a mountain of challenges that need to be, like, problems that need to be solved and sorted out, knots that need to be unpicked. So it's going to be really important to keep morale up, you know, and keep the faith. There is a lot of faith in this outcome. I do like that. But there's some indecision around a love situation for some of you, or you have more than one choice, more than one option. The main thing is that I do see is that you want to make the right choice for you. If you have more than a couple different options, because you have the 3 of Cups in your hopes and fears, so some of you have some options in dating and love. You want to make the healthiest decision, the healthiest choice. Some of you are enjoying your independence right now, or somebody is making you question whether or not you should tie yourself down to any one person, because maybe their behavior has been weird or questionable, or selfish, or, you know, overly controlling. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We have Gemini coming through, Aquarius energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Aries energy came through. So I don't know, that's very interesting. You've got choices, you've got options, but you've also got hope, healing, you know, after a lot of struggle. So you've got a lot to meditate on in this outcome, but there's going to be some things to feel optimistic about in spite of any challenges. And I do like that. Your challenge this week: self-confidence, self-love, vitality, shining and glistening in your own destiny, keeping your chin up, staying positive, and also like being open and honest with others, and being open and honest with yourself, and getting to the truth as well, illuminating hidden things, getting to the bottom of certain things. Someone may feel kind of wronged if you're like, I don't know. It's very weird. It's going to be different for everyone, but if you guys like these readings, please smash the like button. It really helps. We're going to move on to Virgo. I hope you have a beautiful week, Leah. All right, Virgo. All right, so those of you with Virgo rising, this Mercury-Pluto opposition that is never going to happen again in our lifetimes occurred in Virgo rising, between Virgo rising's 11th house and 5th house. So some of you have been coming to certain breakthrough points in regards to social media, social networking, the internet, creative dealings, issues with self-promotion, or dealings with kids, creative projects, group projects or communications between like friends and kids or friends and lovers, dating, you know. And I'm really happy for you because Virgo rising Mars also finally left your 12th house, you know, which is really maybe had you feeling like stifled, held back, kind of being like at everyone else's beck and call, or needing to sublimate your own desires for a really long time. It's now in your first house of self, but it's opposite your 7th house of others. So it's opposite Saturn, you know, in your 7th house of others. So that's kind of challenging. You will have to negotiate fulfilling your own desires against the backdrop of feeling a little bit beholden to other people, partners, kids, if you have them, you know, dating, friends, your social circle. You don't owe anyone an explanation, you know. If you need to like take a day or fulfill your own desires or get back in touch with your own needs, desires, and wants, like, you know, you'll figure out a way to negotiate that with other people, but you don't need to feel like you need to excessively explain yourself to others, you know. Mercury entered Leo into your 12th house of seclusion, retreat, reflection, and solitude. So how much alone time and healing and reflection you actually need, and also your relationship to time spent alone with yourself and your spirituality and psychological healing, downtime. There's a lot of reevaluation happening here. You know, it's like some of you, you're going to be reevaluating how much alone time you need, or even how long a healing process is required, or like how devoted you should be to certain others versus fulfilling yourself and making sure your own desires are met. You know, because the 12th house is very sacrificial. It's very self-sacrificing. It's very selfless. You know, it doesn't have an agenda. But this is where you're hosting the Venus retrograde. You know, in your house of solitude, self-sacrifice, and selflessness. You know, and letting go and release, recovery. So Mercury here in this sector will bring increasing attention to relationship dynamics, the sacrifices you make for your relationships and for your loved ones and kids if you have them, and all of that. At the end of the week, the sun in your 11th house perfects a sextile to Uranus in your 9th house so friendships, social networking, and study, higher learning. Some of you are taking courses. This could be like going to school, or you're taking some kind of courses. Some of this involves even like internet marketing. It's going to be different for all of you. Or travel, maybe even teaching, like giving lectures, public speaking, or going to like public speaking events, going to groups, or even churches for some of you. With this 9th, 11th house, it's going to be different for all of you. But there's an innovative energy here. Like you're trying to like maybe put certain knowledge to use to produce certain creative breakthroughs. Possibly internet related breakthroughs, or social networking related breakthroughs, dealings with kids, creative projects, parties, your dating life for some of you. So kids, lovers, creativity, innovation, new ideas, you know, sparkling new ideas, and a lot of innovation coming through for Virgo rising. Shaking things up. So some of you feel a little bit blocked or stifled or beholden to certain partners, or maybe burdened by a certain devotion to certain things or people, causes, maybe business and or personal. But you know, basically this Mars cycle, there's a lot of problem solving, and some of you are trying to improve a partnership, or you know, increase efficiency, or strike a healthy balance between fulfilling your own desires and connecting with other people, you know. So it's going to be a long reevaluation process for a lot of you, considering Mercury just entered your 12th, which will, you know, where Venus is going retrograde. So there will be a lot that will be illuminated over time about what your real inner needs are, how you really truly feel about certain situations. So let's get into the cards for Virgo, all placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Stellium. What does Virgo most need to hear? Some of you get inspiration from teachers, gurus, people in places at a distance. something you read or something you're studying or learning. You could be really getting new insights by delving into going down certain rabbit holes or just learning or traveling. Or, putting yourself in new environments or surrounding yourself with different kinds of thoughts, ideas, or people. But yeah, some of you, there's like been some, with the Mercury opposite Pluto on Monday, there may have been some like breakthroughs or maybe weird power dynamics or power dramas between like friends and kids or like around creative projects. This could be creative breakthroughs or breakthroughs with, kids or your dating life or some sort of like passion project of yours that you're really invested in, spending a great deal of time dealing with. But because it was a Mercury-Pluto opposition, some people, may be kind of heavy-handed this week, or, it really just depends. The math is going to hit everybody's math differently. And people are going to react differently. All right, Virgo, let's see what comes out for you. What just flew out? All right, we have Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Tower. Wow. So there could be some surprise turning points. What does Virgo need to hear? All placements this week. Six of Pentacles reversed. Some of you feel a little bit like there's a one-sided charity going on, or you feel sapped or ripped off energetically. Like you're giving more than you're getting in return, or somebody you're dealing with feels that way. Ten of Cups. This could be a family situation or surrounding a hope, a dream, a marriage, a whole family, like some kind of dream that you have or that someone else has. And then we have the Lovers. So you're at a crossroads. This is Gemini energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So there's definitely a focus here on relationships, values, trying to come into alignment with other people and create harmony, create unity and union. But this also represents either compelling attractions or difficult choices. What's under this? Oh, damn. We got the Devil coming out. We have we have the World reverse, Saturn energy. We have Capricorn energy, the Devil, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. And some of you are trying to fix a situation that's been like disappointing or has led to regret, loss, incomplete union. There may have been some reality checks, or maybe you have yet to deal with some reality checks. I mean, Mars just entered your sign, so you could be like really stepping into yourself this week, for the next long while. Like becoming more and more self-determined, more and more assertive about asking for what you want, getting what you want, being more direct, and being more involved in your own destiny, making things happen, making sure that they do. So we have some choices here at the bottom of the deck. Harpy of the Reed, waiting. So you're very invested in something here. Some sort of vision you have, a labor of love, a garden, a creative project, a group you belong to. It could be anything. You're just very invested and waiting for your harvest. Waiting for a return on your investment. Wow. So your challenge this week is boundaries, being discerning, thinking clearly, being boundaried, keeping certain people, like drawing some lines for yourself, or maybe even speaking your truth, like drawing a line and being like, this is where I draw my line. This is like, enough is enough. Like maybe you're challenged by somebody that's very cool, detached, distance. You could be challenged by an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, driving this whole situation. Okay, there's definitely some turning points. Wheel of Fortune. So this is a positive new cycle. This is turning points, new cycles, fresh ones. Recent past, taking control. So this is Aries energy, Sun, Moon, Rising. This could be an authority figure, a father figure, like somebody that you're with, or this was your own energy in the recent past, just kind of establishing dominion over a situation that has felt, you know, maybe out of control. Very armored up energy in this recent past. You know, he's got his armor on. Very stoic, but very in command of himself. So this could be your own energy or someone you were dealing with. Crowning you, Three of Cups. So there is something to celebrate, some positive turning points to celebrate. Some of you feel loved and supported by people, friends around you, or there's a gathering, a party, something to celebrate, a family celebration, something going on creatively or in your community can be bringing you a sense of joy and friendship, camaraderie, togetherness. Near future, we have the Death card. Death! Okay, so this is huge transformations, endings, transition, change. It's heavy. So let's see how, okay, your approach. Six of Cups reverse. Some of you are feeling a little bit like you've been naive, or you wonder if you're being unrealistic, or something has you feeling a bit stuck in the past, or stuck on something, or is keep making it hard to be fully emotionally present to a situation, or something's got you triggered, or is leaving a bad taste in your mouth, giving you a bad memory. Six of Cups reverse. In your environment, okay, Eight of Wands, something's happening very quickly. This could involve travel, communications. It's swift, like speed. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of fast-paced, hasty, like change. It's Seven of Swords reverse in your hopes and fears. Some of you are wondering, it's like either you kind of want to like get out of certain things, get out of, I don't know, like certain commitments, or you're wondering if you're seeing things clearly. You're wondering if maybe you're deceiving yourself about a situation. What do we have in the outcome? Hermit, your own energy. Beautiful. You're in your power in this outcome. It does look like you're going to reflect very deeply. You're doing some soul searching and introspection. Maybe spending some time alone, getting in touch with your inner guidance system in the outcome. Possibly around a choice, a relationship, the direction or structure of a relationship. Let's clarify your challenge this week, because it is the Queen of Swords. This is about discernment, independence, boundaries. We do have a very autonomous energy in your recent past. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Why is this here? The King of Cups. So this is seeing things clearly and having boundaries. Like, this is compassionate detachment. It's like loving boundaries, you know. It's kind of like the King of Cups, Queen of Swords. It's kind of like balancing emotions, generosity with healthy boundaries, discernment, and drawing some lines. Some of you are dealing with a water sign of significance: Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And maybe you need to have some boundaries with them. Oh, wow. Knight of Cups. Yeah, wow. This is about romance, dating, wearing your heart on your sleeve, or how much, or maybe creative projects, imagination, or somebody that's really full of like love and ardor. I don't know. We have some Scorpio energy in your near future. What is this about for Virgo this week? World reverse. Okay. So this is more ongoing changes. It's like you're being hit by more and more changes. A process is, let me clarify your approach, because there's something here that's kind of triggering you. Six of Cups reverse. Two of Pentacles. You either feel really busy, overloaded, or back and forth, you know, between two different locations, places, or you're balancing a lot. Some of you have a lot to reevaluate around. This could involve relocation for some of you, travel, study. I mean, at the end of the week, Sun, Sextile, Uranus in the 9th house. So I don't know. There's a lot of change going on here. Some of you are even back and forth between two different scenarios, or you're on the fence about a situation, or you're dealing with someone that's on the fence. There's a lot that's happening very quickly here. This Eight of Wands. Let me clarify your challenge. The Star. You've got really high hopes in a situation. Some of you really want to heal something, heal a connection, heal a love relationship. Some of you, there's been a reconciliation here, and it's like you and someone are turning a new page together. You could be really invested in this, but you may need to, you're either dealing with someone that's very detached, very independent, cool, discerning, whereas another person is more loving, more romantic. Some of you, there just needs to be, I don't know. It looks like you took control of certain situations, handled some business here in the recent past, but let me clarify your approach, Virgo. Seems like you're really busy. Yeah, you're really busy. You're like kind of, this is like drudgery. Something could feel kind of like drudgery to you, where there's just a lot to do. You could have your hands full practically with practical commitments. There's a lot that you feel like, there's a lot of routine here. Why is the Six of Cups reverse here? Ten of Pentacles reverse. You don't know if this is a sure thing. You're doing a lot for something or someone, but maybe a family situation has got you feeling a little bit triggered, or something has compromised the safety or security in a situation, or it just doesn't feel like a guarantee or a sure thing, and it's got you feeling a little bit begrundled here. Because you could be worried, you're wondering whether or not you're deceiving yourself, or whether or not somebody's going to try to get out of something later, or if you want to get out of something. Let me clarify the Eight of Wands. This is a lot happening all at once. This is travel. This could be someone that traveled to you or is traveling away from you. What's the Eight of Wands? It's just a lot of rapid fire happenings. King of Wands. So this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Is this someone that's very much a leader? They're very independent. They're very sure of what they want. They're taking charge of their life. They're communicating, like, there's a lot of passion and devotion coming through here. Let me clarify this. The Fool. So this person is really independent, though. This person definitely, they're very sure of themselves. They're having a new beginning. You could be having a new beginning with this person. Let me clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Oh wow. Some of you are having a new beginning after you're turning a fresh leaf after a shakeup or a disaster. What's this outcome? Clarify the Hermit. It's like you have a lot to think about, or someone you're dealing with does. There's a lot of soul searching happening here. What are you reflecting on? Justice reverse. Some of you something feels unfair. For some reason, it feels unfair. Or you feel like there's a lack of accountability going on, or there's something that feels unfair or out of balance. Libra energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let me clarify this. Could be financially or work-wise, or the time energy that you're investing and putting into something versus what someone else is. I don't know. Justice reverse. Clarify this. Some of you are reflecting on a betrayal, or a sense of just something just not feeling like it's fair or balanced. Yeah. Eight of Swords reverse. And the King of Pentacles. So that's you. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Some of you are wondering whether you should set yourself free from something. Others of you are worried. You're reflecting on the possibility that somebody else will just leave. Like get in their little buggy and like drive away. Or you're wondering if you should just... It's like some of you are just reflecting on stability, security, growth, discipline, maturity. But you're wondering if you're going to be given the same dignity, you know, or shown the same respect if you maintain that energy and you maintain this stable, like, growth, slow, steady growth. Let me clarify this. This could be a family situation or a leaving situation or a long-term wealth trajectory situation, like a secure bag. Let me clarify this near future. Scorpio energy with Saturn in the reverse. What does this mean? Nervous energy. There's a lot that isn't being talked about still between you and somebody. And it seems like there's a lot of action though. But there's a lot that's under the surface that still needs to be discussed, talked about openly. And it seems like there's a lot that you want to say, or that someone else that you both want to say, but neither of you are doing that, because it's like the impact of change on so many levels is hitting so hard, and there's still so much loose ends to tie up. So there's a lot going on. But it looks like in the outcome, you're doing a lot of inner searching and reflecting a great deal on something here, on like maybe how you will, what you will do. Maybe if somebody else like doesn't follow through, or something isn't mutual or fair. What does this outcome mean for Virgo? So maybe this is a business situation. You could be worried about being ripped off. Or this is love, like very literally, because we have the Lovers at the base of your reading. So this is a relationship choice for some of you, or it involves, I don't know, some kind of like reconciliation process trying to happen, or a social situation, a group project. I don't know. What is this outcome, or a family situation? What is Virgo reflecting on here in this outcome? The Lovers. There it is. Yeah, you're reflecting on a choice, a difficult choice. This could involve like travel, a relationship, the trajectory of a relationship, the structure of a relationship, how to balance things out, balance the scales, whether or not someone's going to play fair with you, or they're going to just cut and run or do what they want. Let me clarify the Fool. There's definitely a new beginning, a fresh page happening here. So this person is very stressed out. They've taken a leap of faith. They're losing sleep. They've been under a lot of stress. But they seem to be taking the reins and taking a leadership role in their life or in a situation. What is the Nine of Swords? Four of Wands reversed. So they're stressed out about the instability of a living situation, a home, a breakdown in a living situation, or just a transition that they're involved in. They're like really, this has all been really stressful for someone. The instability maybe of a situation, or the fact that it's in flux. Maybe they're unsure. I don't know. They're just having anxiety. What is this? Okay. Wow. We have a couple coming through. Queen of Wands reversed. That's weird. Okay. Let me clarify this outcome. Strength. That's Leo energy. That's your 12th house of reflection. Some of you are privately reflecting on, it's like you're either trying to plan ahead, or you're pulling your energy back, or you're keeping a lot to yourself. You're trying to be strong in the face of a situation here. It's, some of you are reflecting on a Leo, like very specifically, or a Gemini. What is this? Okay, Queen of Cups. You have a lot of love for someone. Some of you are reflecting on like how much is too much. How overstanding is too overstanding, or how self-sacrificing should you really be? Let me clarify this. There's a lot of love. Yeah, there's indecision around this. You have choices here. There's definitely an impasse or indecision. A lot to reflect on. Some of you are exhausted. You're wondering whether somebody's going to give up or be overwhelmed or throw in the towel. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot to reflect on. Thank you, Chaylee. I hope you're good too. What is this Six of Cups reverse for Virgo? This is about a new beginning. You're having a new beginning, but there's still something lingering, possibly subconsciously, that is kind of still getting to you. Like still sort of eating at you. Or... Let me clarify this. What does this Six of Cups reverse represent? Like a bad memory, or a sense of like something that was secret, or something your intuition is sensing. Something doesn't feel right, or you... What is this? High Priestess. It's like your spidey senses are tingling, or somebody's quietude or repose or quietness is bothering you. Something that was like some secret that was exposed, something that someone showed you, exposed to you. It's something that you're fully aware of, that maybe was hidden, but you're fully aware of it. It's still kind of eating at you, whatever this is. And it's making you feel like regret, disappointment, loss, not like kind of dissatisfied, like, and sensitive to a situation. So I don't know. It looks like you have a lot to reflect upon in this outcome, Virgo. You pulled your own card. You could be kind of fixated on certain things. You're definitely doing a lot of inner searching in this outcome, which doesn't surprise me, you know, because, yeah, Mercury just entered Virgo rising's 12th house Monday, like right away. So that's a very hidden sector. That's where you're going to host the Venus retrograde. So a lot of reflection, you know, on how much sacrifice is too much sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice, you know, for love or for, I would do anything for, I don't know. I'm just feeling Meatloaf right now, you guys. Like, it's just giving me this vibe, like, there's a lot still that you're either coming to terms with or have to reflect upon here for whatever reason. And it all revolves around a choice that either you have or that someone else has. And it possibly for some of you, it's a negotiation process that's been ongoing. Yeah, the Magician. All right. How to make certain things happen. 9 of Pentacles. Some of you are trying to get more self-sufficient or help somebody else fulfill their wishes and get on their feet. But some of you just want to feel comfortable and happy, and you're reflecting on how exactly to do that, or how do you maintain your independence within a certain scenario where you don't feel like there are any guarantees. Some of you are dealing with someone that keeps a certain wall up or keeps a certain independence about them. Others of you, this is you, you know, due to the lack of certainty in somebody's behavior or the shifting circumstances. But I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I hope you all have a beautiful week. If you enjoy these readings, please smash that like button, and I will see you all with part 2. I'm going to timestamp these bad boys for everybody, and I'll be back with part 2 at some point soon. So thanks for hanging out with me, everybody.